What's up everybody, it's DeviousMatter here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review of the top 10 quality of life mods that I have found. So we're just going to hop straight into this one, and the first mod that I want to look over is Better Foliage. It adds a lot more foliage to Minecraft that there wasn't before. It adds a bunch of like these little grass pieces on top of blocks, grass blocks. It even changes the way that the leaves look on trees, so they got a little more foliage sticking out. They got like some shaggy leaves. And then it even changes the way the snow looks, which I think is pretty cool. Now, don't ask about the random throne in the middle of nowhere. It's not important. I had some people move it over for me. But even the bottom of the trees, like the wood itself, is rounded just so it makes it more realistic, I guess. Overall, it's a really cool mod. Even down in the water, just on like dirt blocks, when it's in the water, it adds the little reeds. Now the reeds are always cosmetic. They don't drop anything, so they're just purely there just to spruce things up. And overall, I don't know, I think it's really cool. It literally changes all the different tree types, and in terms of building with the logs, it even rounds off the edges, so you can do that as you please. So the next mod that we're going to be looking at is called Better Animations Collection, which changes up the way that all the mobs move and look. Do a thing. Well, I don't know what they did to the sheep, but the pigs, they added little ears. Its little snout moves whenever it makes that noise. Rain, I told you this before. I don't want you. I'm not quite sure what this animation pack does to the sheeps, but I know for a fact that it changes the way that the pigs look. Their ears wobble whenever they move, and whenever they make the oink sound, yep, right there, their little snout moves up and down. Chickens, yep, their little beak moves whenever they talk. But I do know for a fact that the Better Animation Collection does change the way the dogs look. It gives them this nice little poofy tail, and it changes the way that the cats look too. It gives them that nice little tail animation as well. And this also leads us into our next mod, which is going to be, the mod is called Friendly Fire. So the mod is called Friendly Fire, which basically means I can hit the dog all I want and nothing happens, which is really good because I'm sure we've all been in that instance where your dog jumps right in front of your sword and does a it no longer lives. And it also makes it to where you can no longer shoot it with arrows. Arrows just bounce right off. You have a long range for me to click on you. Now, if for whatever weird reason you wanted to hit your animal, all you have to do is crouch. I'm not going to do it because I'm not a monster. And the same thing works for the cats. Can't hit them, and they're friendly. You never have to worry about killing your pets again. You don't have to leave them at home anymore. You can take them on whatever journey you're going to without worry. Our next mod is going to be called Eating Animation. Better Eating Animation, Eating Animation. I don't remember which one it is. Y'all gotta sit down. Quit following me. But what that does is whenever you eat something, your character actually eats it piece by piece. You can see like the apple turns into like the core, and if I did it with the cooked rabbit, yeah, so it just eats the rabbit. Carrot, I'm sure it eats it from this, yeah, okay, that, my character is weird for eating a carrot like that, but potato, eats it like normal. Dried kelp, even has animation for that. Pufferfish, oh. Well, of course they don't give an animation for my favorite food in Minecraft. Yeah, this mod overall just adds some really cool eating animations to Minecraft. And it works for almost 90% of the foods. Actually, I have yet to find one that doesn't work for food that is intended to be eaten. I just can't escape the rain. Okay, so following the animations thing, we're going to be looking at Not Enough Animations, which is a animation pack that purely changes your character model and the actions they do in the world. So if I take a crossbow, you can see my character actually like loads it up. Like there, he actually loads the bolt into the crossbow, which is really cool. And if I'm holding something in my offhand, it disappears whenever I'm using the crossbow. It no longer just holds it. So say if I'm using an axe, when I'm loading the crossbow or whenever I'm interacting with something in general, it will take away the item in my offhand, so you don't have that weird overlay of the two items in your hands, which in my opinion is a great quality of life improvement. What did I use? Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Overall, not enough animation, just adds really smooth. It slightly changes the animations, making them really smooth. Like you can see, the equipping of the sword here is really smooth, and that's basically all it does. It enhances the vanilla mods that are, or the vanilla animations that already exist, which I think this one is definitely required if you're looking to spice up the quality of your game ever so slightly. Now, this next mod is called Durability Tooltip, which is really useful for if you don't run Optifine or anything like that, and you want to see the durability of your tools. It adds that at the bottom. All you got to do is hover over it, which I think is really neat, but that's all it does. It allows you to see the tooltips of the durability for whatever pieces of gear you're using, just in case you're not running Optifine or you can't run Optifine, something like that. Yeah, it shows that, and it shows it on armor, shields, everything that has durability. Now, this next one I'm showing you is called Swing Through Grass, which I think everybody knows where this is going. Swing Through Grass basically allows you, whenever you're hitting an animal or looking at an animal through grass, it allows you to hit them. So a better demonstration here with the llama is it allows you to hit them through the grass even as you hit the grass. That's what it does. You still hit the grass, but it still allows you to hit the person behind the grass instead of just only breaking the grass, which I think is super useful, and it's definitely a quality of life mods that I would install on my own survival world. The next one is completely optional, but it is super helpful in terms of just seeing what you can craft and everything. It's called JEI. I'm sure you've heard of this one if you've ever played modded Minecraft. It's just enough items, and it shows you all the items in the game, and if you're in survival mode, it would show you everything that you could craft at the moment. But yeah, it literally just shows all the items, and if you were at a crafting table, it would show you all the items that you could craft at that crafting table and all that. It is super configurable, so I definitely recommend giving this one a shot if you're looking to spruce up the quality of your game as well. And then the last mod on our list before we go switch over to Fabric is going to be called Journey Map, which adds the minimap at the top of the right hand side screen, and this one is kind of I'm trying to keep all these super vanilla. This one kind of breaks that theme, but it is kind of very useful to not include in here. If I go into Spectator and go underground, it even shows you cave layers. So the fact that I'm in this cave right now, it shows you all the red dots, which you can change to regular enemy icons, but it even shows you on your current layer where cave openings and stuff are, which is just super useful overall. And the one reason why I say that this might be breaking the vanilla vibe is because it does have this full screen mode where you can right click and teleport to anywhere on the map. Now, if you hate walking places, great, this is useful for you, but if you don't like having that one cheating option that you think you're going to abuse, I haven't figured out a way to disable the teleporting other than not setting yourself as an operator. If you're not an operator on the world or server, if you don't have cheats enabled, it won't work. But if you are playing on a server and you are an operator, you will have the option to teleport wherever you want. But super useful mod, adds a mini map to the top right corner of the screen and a full screen map that you can see everywhere you've been. So I have to recommend this if you're looking to spruce up the quality of your game. And then there is one more that I forgot about that we have to look at real quick. It's called Enchantment Descriptions. If you're like me and you forget what the enchantments do in this game sometimes, then Efficiency 5, all you gotta do is hold left shift and it says, it says right there, increases mining speed of the tool. And it says it for most of them. Curse of Vanishing, always get the curses confused, so destroys the cursed item if you die with it in your inventory. And layer 2 decreases the amount of time it takes for a fish to bite the hook, which is super cool. Repairs the durability of armor and tools with XP. Overall, like, you can see what I mean. It's helpful, so you don't have to just like, oh, this is probably what I need, get it, and then it's not what you need. So I recommend the Enchantment Descriptions mod as well. So the next mod I wanted to show you is right click to harvest. So that way you don't have to completely break the crops when you mine or when you try to harvest them. All you gotta do is right click them and it keeps them planted, which honestly I don't think is game breaking. I think it's kind of cool, and I definitely recommend this one as well. It works for all the crops. And just to make it not so broken, you do lose the crops that you place whenever you break them like that. You just replant all the crops, let them grow again, and right click the harvest. Now, you might call me crazy, but I am a fan of vertical slabs. Just like, how cool are these? You know how much building potential this has? Like these these are like some of the coolest things I've seen. I've Never quite understood why Mojang doesn't add these, or Microsoft now. In what other world are you going to get this shape? But I do think that this is a quality of life improvement for your game, and I definitely recommend you add it to whatever survival world or multiplayer server you are playing on. Your friends might call you crazy, but I think it is a sacrifice worth making for sure. But in what other world are you going to get a shape like this? I mean, come on, vertical slabs are just... they're the new craze. You gotta have them. Anyways, that leads us to the end of our vertical slab craziness, and if you liked this video in any way, shape, or form, I know it's a bit on the shorter side, but I think that's for the better. If you like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. In the end, it is all up to you, but it is the best way to help my channel grow. I'm currently sitting about 85 subscribers, and it would be awesome if we can get to 100 sometime soon. Anyways, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I will see you in the next video. Take care.